Hey guys, what's up? It's Dubai, one and only AR Legends. And yeah, guys, today I am back with the next part of what if Naruto was neglected by his family and had the powers of Frieza? So, yeah, guys, hopefully, you guys enjoyed the previous part of this series. And if you guys have not seen it, please, guys, check it out. That you can find it within my channel. And yeah, guys, for the next part, the like goal is gonna be let's see about it. 200 likes and 80 comments. Do that, and I shall upload the next part as soon as possible. So yeah guys, before starting this video, I would like to make a request to all of you guys who are watching this video. If you guys are new to the channel or if you guys have not subscribed yet, please guys do so. It would be really appreciated as I want to reach 20k subscribers and you guys subscribing would be really helpful to me. So please guys subscribe to the channel. And yeah guys, I have also put the link of my Instagram within the description below. So please follow me on Instagram as well as the link of my other Naruto channels in which I am uploading videos on daily basis. As yesterday I have uploaded a video what if Naruto was neglected by Kushina and became legendary. So yeah guys, that is a good series, so please check it out. So the link is in the description below. Without any further ado, let us start the video. Last time we left off as we saw that how you can say the plans of Minato and Kushina as they wanted Naruto to sacrifice for his younger siblings, thus leaving him behind in Konoha, saying that how he was the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi, while on the other hand Naruto did not have the power, neither the soul of the Biju. So, he was not a Jinchuriki as Minato had plans as third Hokage was interested with them as third Hokage decided to make Naruto submit it to Konoha so that when the time comes, he will be grateful for whatever left behind were given to him by Minato and Kushina, and he would be grateful for them, and so that Minato could mold him to be the side branch member of the Namikaze clan and a support to Menma and Ruko when the time comes for Konoha to rule over all, as that was the plan of Minato. But unfortunately for him, Naruto was given a power, not a, you can say, a power of a good person, but power nonetheless, and thus changing his personality as well as Naruto effortlessly was able to beat down all those people who were trying to attack him like Chunins and some civilians at the same time. At the age of 6, he has the level of power and a prodigy level, while Konoha did not like that. The council wanted Naruto to be submitted to them because they think that Naruto is the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi, and this kind of power does not belong with the Jinchuriki, as Jinchurikis are only good for using the power of the Biju, so that if they try to, you can say, retaliate, their respective villages could actually subdue them because they did not have any other skills, only the power of the Biju to rely on. But Naruto was learning skills after skills. Tokage tried to sabotage Naruto in academy, but Naruto did not even give a damn what his senseis were telling him about different stances and jutsus as they were trying to sabotage him. But Naruto did not care about it as he did his own training, thus gaining more and more control over his powers. While on the other hand, Naruto was able to prove his strength as Danzo tried to cast a genjutsu of Shisui over Naruto, but Naruto was able to, you can say, get his Sharingan for himself, thus able to control all the members of the root and Danzo. But unfortunately, this also, you can say, exempt Uchiha massacre as well, since Danzo had other priorities that was to serve Naruto. Therefore, he did not, you can say, push Uchihas even further. So therefore, no Uchiha massacre in this, you can say, timeline. But anyways, and so yeah guys, last time we saw that how Naruto was easily able to graduate, thus beating Sasuke once again, just like he did all those years ago when he entered into Konoha, you can say, academy. So yeah guys, that was the last part of the series. If you guys have not seen it, please guys check it out. You guys will definitely like it. So let us start the story from here. As Naruto was having a casual walk all around the Konoha forest, as he could easily sense some of the chakra signatures that were ahead of him. And just like that, Naruto was surrounded by two Jonins and six Chunins, and in front of all of them was none other than Mizuki, who had an arrogant smirk on his face. As Naruto looked towards him, Mizuki, why did you call me here? You wanted to give me some kind of test or task, whatever it is. Speak up. At this, Mizuki gritted his teeth, Naruto's tone of arrogance as if he was the one who was in control, the boss of them all. As Naruto looked towards all of them, and why are these insects present here? As all the Junins and Chunins gritted their teeth as Mizuki started to laugh. Demon, you have quite the audacity, don't you? You honestly believe that you are powerful and superior to us, huh? Don't make me laugh. Just because you have the power of the beast doesn't make you stronger than us. It only makes you a pet of Konoha. After that, he started to laugh at that. You wanna know why are you hated by Konoha? Let me tell you, you're the demon, you're the nine-tailed fox that attacked the village all those years ago as the Chunins and Jonins had smirk on their faces thinking that Naruto is gonna cry and say that how he was not. But to their surprise, as Naruto started to laugh at it as he said, I do not know who was the fool who told you guys that I am the Jinchuriki, but rest assured, I have examined myself thoroughly. There is not a trace of any seal on my body, and I have even concentrated my power within my inner world, even being able to make my own mindscape, but no Biju was present there. So, whoever this fool is trying to spread rumors that I have the power of the Biju or the Nine Tails is a fool, and I do not have that demon inside of me, nor do I need its pathetic power. I thought to simply scoff at it as many of the Chunin, especially Jonin's eyes widened as I started to wonder about it. But they simply shook his head. The demon was trying to trick them as their minds supplied as Naruto simply chuckled at it. But since you guys have gathered here for, you can say, a offering to me, then I will play with you. So do try to make it fun as Mizuki gritted his teeth at that. Once again, Naruto was acting as if he was the predator and they were the prey as he gritted his teeth, attack. And seeing that, several Chunin started to go through hand sign, fire style, wind style as they released their combined attack towards Naruto as Naruto smirked at it as once again he backhanded the air and just like that, the fireball that was burning towards him simply was squashed away as the Jonin's eyes widened and just like that, Naruto pointed a finger towards them with an evil smirk on his face as a beam of, you can say, energy shot from his finger before the Chunins could do anything, and it pierced through their lungs, guts, and all that as they let out a scream of pure pain and agony. Jonins tried to attack Naruto, but it was too late for them as several beams of, you can say, laser beams shot through their body, killing them in pain and agonizing pain as Naruto looked towards Mizuki, who opened the bottle. I knew that you're a demon. You killed your own comrade in such a cold-blooded fashion. You truly are a demon. After saying that, he started to air the liquid that was present in the bottle, and just like that, the curse mark around his body started to evolve as he started to change into a tiger-like creature. As Naruto started to laugh, huh? You call me a demon, yet you're an abomination. As Mizuki barked, shut up, as he rushed towards Naruto, as Naruto chuckled at it, and just like that, a shot of laser beam, you can say, extended from his finger, shooting him at his arm as Mizuki let out a scream of pain, then another to his other arm, then to his leg, then to his other part, and just like that, several beams started to shoot from his finger as Mizuki was screaming in pure pain and agony. And now Mizuki was on his knees, blood, and you can say smoke was coming from all over his body. This is the same, you can say, scene which Frieza did in the resurrection of F against Gohan. So you can imagine the amount of pain Mizuki was in as all over his body were holes as Naruto started to laugh as Mizuki looked towards him, pain in his eyes, please, as he started to beg for his life as Naruto burst into laughter. And just like that, he opened his palm as a bright light of energy extended from it. And just like that, a gigantic crater was formed where the bodies of Mizuki and other Jonins and Junins were left behind. Nothing was left behind, all turned into dust. As Naruto scoffed at it, weaklings. After saying that, he simply vanished away, while on the other hand, far away, Minato was looking towards his heir and son with pride in his eyes. Menma was truly a perfect son, no matter where you see it, as Menma was weaving through, you can say, the obstacles which Minato has put in the lane as he smiled towards Menma, as Menma was already moving at high Chunin speed when he was only a 12 to 13 years old kid, as Menma made a Rasengan and slammed into one of the shadow clones of Minato, dispelling it as Minato smiled towards Menma. Menma, you have done well. It seemed that it is time for you to start learning the horizon, as Menma was just like a carbon copy of Minato, blonde hair, long blonde hair, some red streaks here and there, and same clothes as you can say younger Minato as he smiled towards his father, while on the other side Naruko had chakra chains extended from her body as she was sparring with Kushina, as Kushina also had smiles on her face as she was sparring with you can say Naruko. Well Naruko, you have mastered this kata as well. I'm really proud of you, as she hugged Menma and Naruko, while on the other hand Minato looked towards Kushina. Well Kushina, they are training pretty well. I can easily say that Menma is high tuning level while Mito is around, you can say, mid tuning, and she's easily catching up with Menma. I think that in few months she will be able to do that. As Kushina nodded at it, Menma was a bit more of a prodigy than Naruko, but still, Naruko was a hard worker. At this, you can say, Minato looked towards Kushina. Well, Kushina, but before he could say anything, a puff of smoke appeared behind him as Minato looked towards it. As he opened, you can say it was none other than the monkey summon of Hiruzen Sarutobi, which gave him a scroll as Minato, you can say, grabbed it and started to read it. After some time, his eyes narrowed as he said, alright, you can leave. At this, the summon simply, you can say, vanished away in a puff of smoke. Hey brat, what are you doing? At this, a voice could be heard as Minato looked back to see that it was none other than his sensei Jiraiya, and Tsunade was also walking towards Minato as Minato nodded towards both of them. Sensei, Tsunade-sama, I have just gotten the remote report from Hiruzen-sama. At this, you can say Jiraiya spoke up. So what does he have to report about? At this, Minato nodded and started to read out the content of the report. Well, it seemed that things are going well in Konoha. The forces are starting to gather and they're training well about it. But it seemed that Hiruzen has met with one obstacle. At this, Jiraiya raised an eyebrow at that. And what is this so-called obstacle that Sensei could not handle? At this, Minato sighed. Well, it seems to be about Naruto, as Tsunade spoke up. Is a brat getting too spoiled? I told Sensei to not give him too many things. After all, he should be humbled about his things and do not let all that fame come to his head. At this, Minato shook his head. No, Naruto, well, the things I have heard about, people, the villagers did not take too well about the news of Naruto being the Jinchuriki, even though it was the false one. But it seemed that Naruto has started to, you can say, fight off against them as Jiraiya scoffed at it. So the brat has started to attack his own comrades. Truly, Minato, he is a disappointment. I have already told you about it as Minato nodded at it. Naruto should learn the lesson. He should not attack his own comrades, and do not worry. When I will go back in Konoha, I will handle him properly. And as a Konoha shinobi, he should be punished about it, and he has also graduated from the academy. It seemed that he was doing pretty well, being able to go up to the level of one Rookie of the Year. At this, Kushina nodded. Well, Naruto has done well. Well, it is to be expected, even though he may not be as talented as Menma and Naruto, he still has the Uzumaki and Namikaze blood in him. Even though if Menma and Naruto were present in the academy, they would have definitely taken the title. At this, all of them simply nodded at it. As Tsunade spoke up, I still think that Naruto is too arrogant. He should not attack his own comrades and he should be taught a lesson. I think that Sensei is going too easy on him. As Minato nodded at that. Well, didn't you say, Minato, that Naruto's status was not taken well by the villagers? I thought that he would be humbled by now. As you can say, Minato shook his head. Well, Naruto's personality is said to be pretty rash. I do not know much about it, Sensei. Maybe you can visit Konoha after some days and get a, you can say, proper report about it. At this, you can say Jiraiya nodded at that. Well, enough about that brat. Well, when Menma and Naruto will arrive back in Konoha, they will prove themselves by defeating Naruto and showing him the true level of the power and the prodigies Menma and Naruto truly are. At this, all of them simply nodded at it as Kushina simply shrugged it off. Well, I have to train Naruto about some barrier seals, so see you around, Minato. As Minato nodded as he said, well, Sensei, I'm gonna teach Menma about the horizon. Wanna work with me? At this, Jiraiya smiled at it. Well, Minato, I truly believe that Menma is the one. As Minato smiled at it, well, I do believe that. As Tsunade scoffed, well, both of you can dream on because I'm telling you, Naruto, when she learned about my super strength technique, will take care of Menma with a single punch. At this, all of them simply laughed. Unknown to them, nothing or they could actually do could measure up to the gap of immense power that was between them, and that was an entity known as Naruto. While on the other hand, Naruto was now sitting in a throne room. In front of him was Danzo kneeling in front of Naruto. My lord, all the preparations have been made, but before we execute our plan, we need a bit of more support, as well as you can say you have to show your power even further. But before that, you have a test of the Jonin Sensei to pass. I believe that Hiruzen will put you with Kakashi, even though Kakashi hates you, but still, it would be a method for him to control you from the shadows, as Naruto simply scoffed at it, as if it was like an ant trying to threaten a dinosaur, as Naruto simply scoffed at it. Oh really now, that foolish Hokage honestly believed that he could actually control me. As Naruto simply scoffed at it, well, do not worry about it, just keep doing the things you have been doing. What are the number of our forces? As Danzo kneeled in front of Naruto even further, my lord, we have been able to reach up to the 600th level of shinobis and even have occupied the remaining bases of Orochimaru that were left behind, and even have you can say infiltrated many departments of Konoha forces. As not to smirk at it, well, those are good numbers, but when I will take over, those who will disobey me, make a list of them because I will take care of those cockroaches first. At this, Danzo nodded at it. While on the other hand, Naruto smirked, it was time for him to take over Konoha, and those who will try to oppose him, well, they could easily be replaced for more like-minded people, which Naruto may like in the future, but that will not stop him to from killing them, as Naruto smirked at it. While on the other hand, now you can say Naruto was sitting in the academy as Iruka spoke up. Well, this was a wonderful journey for me and you guys, and now you are the proper shinobi of shinobis of Konoha. So therefore, your journey has begun outside of the world. As I started to go on and on about the will of fire and camaraderie and things like that. And finally, he spoke up. So let us announce about the teams. Team 1 is gonna be, and finally, team started to go on and on. And finally, team 7 is gonna be Sasuke Uchiha. At this, Sasuke, who was sitting at a, you can say, near the window, look towards Eroka. He has some bandages over his nose and face, and some bandages around his arm. As he had two broken bones, but they were healed properly, and now he already had a rest for 1 week. And your teammate is gonna be Satsuki Uchiha, and your final member is gonna be, as he sighed once again, realizing that the predicament this team is gonna be Naruto Uzumaki. At this, there was dead silence in the whole room as one of the members spoke up. Aruka Sensei, how is this a balanced team? I mean, no disrespect, but those three are one of the more powerful members, and how come they are in a single team? As Aruka sighed, I do not know. It is mainly decided by the Hokage. Maybe he wants a more powerful team this year. As Ruka was truly did not care about it at this point. He was just happy to get rid of Naruto. After all, as much as he hated Kyuubi, he feared Naruto as well, as he simply shrugged at it and then started to announce more teams as Naruto gave a smirk towards Sasuke, who also glared towards Naruto, and then you can say Sasuke, who was glaring towards Naruto, but Naruto also noticed another thing, fear, that was present in the eyes of Sasuke has deepened even further as Naruto smirked towards it as Sasuke scoffed and started to look back from the window while inside of Sasuke's head, damn it, can't I cover this gap? Flashback for Sasuke as Fugaku was looking down on Sasuke. Hmm, once again, you have disappointed our clan. Maybe you truly are not. You truly did not have the potential to match up to your brother, let alone your sister. You have humiliated our clan in front of that no name orphan. Once again, Sasuke, I'm truly disappointed. After saying that, he walked away, not even caring that his son was in the hospital. Flashback ends as Sasuke gritted his teeth, but he looked towards his hand, which was still shaking when he looked towards Naruto. The fear in his heart was growing by the days. as he gritted his teeth. Mark his words. He is gonna get stronger, and one day will take down Naruto, his brother and sister, at the same time, and prove to the world that he was the strongest shinobi of this generation. As he nodded at that, as after some time the Jonin started to gather their respective teams, and finally, after you can say 10 minutes, Naruto stood up as Satsuki looked towards Naruto with a, you can say, wondering what he's gonna do. And just like that, as she made a mistake of blinking, and after that, Naruto was no more there. As she started to blink all around, started to look around, where did he go? Even activating her Sharingan, thinking that he was pulling against Jutsu, but no one was there. While on the other hand, Sasuke did not even notice it as he spoke up. Sasuke, did you saw where he has gone? As Sasuke looked back, wondering where that Dobby has gone, but he sipped his scarf and looked around, you can say, looked away, not caring about it, while on the other hand, Naruto appeared on top of the Hokage monument as he closed his eyes for a second, as he was easily able to get the location where his lazy sensei was, as he appeared in front of, you can say, the in front of the graveyard where the names were present, as Kakashi was standing in front of, you can say, Obito Uchiha's grave as he was talking to him. Obito, it has been years, but I am using your gift very well. But do not worry. I have gotten, you can say, the name of that demon as well as the sensei of that team. Don't worry, I will not allow him to get too powerful and harm Konoha in any manner whatsoever. I will make him weak so that when the time comes, I will be able to take him down and will not allow him to become a threat. As Naruto narrowed his eyes, but then a smirk came to his face. If his sensei has nothing better to do than to talk to dead people, well, he will give him something to chase after then. As Naruto vanishes, as after some time, Kakashi was still talking to it, but suddenly a shadow was looped over it as he was wondering what was going on here. As he looked upward to see, his eyes widened as he quickly jumped, you can say, away. And just like that, a gigantic tree was slammed where he was, you can say, standing before. As his eyes widened, the, you can say, the place where he was standing, the tree was lodged over, destroying a gigantic area. As his eyes widened, you can say, further, when he realized that where which area that tree has destroyed, as he spoke up, Obito, no, as he rushed towards it, but it was too late. That whole area was literally destroyed. As he gritted his teeth, who could have done something like this? As he started to look around, no one was present there. As he gritted his teeth and, you can say, activated his Sharingan, trying to trace any sign or any, you can say, thing that was left behind of the culprit, as he promised that day he will find whoever has done something like this and will make him pay. And for next 2 hours he was searching all over the place, as while on the other hand Naruto was smirking from far away, standing on a tree with a smirk on his face. And just like that he vanishes from there, as after some time, you can say, Kakashi had decided to arrive, realizing that he has to pick up his team, otherwise Lord Hokage would not be happy about it. So he was now standing in front of the team as he looked towards Sasuke Uchiha, said to be, you can say, not on the same level as Itachi or Satsuki, his sister, but still pretty powerful for a journey. And then the prodigy, second prodigy of the Uchiha clan, Satsuki Uchiha, and none other than the demon, said to be more powerful than was allowed to become. But don't worry, he will remedy that and make Naruto as weak as possible by training him, you can say, not training him whatsoever and giving him wrong instructions. At his smirk at that, his mood was still ruined with the thing that was happened where the names were present, all that, you can say, the names of the fallen world were literally destroyed at the tablet. But he will find whoever has done something like this. And now, you can say, he looked towards all of them. Why don't you guys introduce yourself? And finally, you can say, Sasuke spoke up. My name is Sasuke Uchiha. My goal is to become the head of the Uchiha clan and prove my strength to the world and bring glory to the Uchiha name. At this, you can say, Kakashi simply nodded at it. And what about you? At this, you can say Satsuki Uchiha looked towards him. Well, my name is Satsuki Uchiha. My goal is to become one of the masters of the Sharingan and first female Uchiha Hokage of this village. At this, Kakashi raised an eyebrow. Well, it is saddened, but it is written already that Satsuki is not gonna be the Hokage after all. Minato's son, Menma, is gonna be the next Hokage after Minato will take over from, you can say, third Hokage. It is sad, but maybe Satsuki can marry Menma. Well, it could actually work out. So he simply shrugged at it. And what about you? With a lame expression on his face. Well, my goal is pretty simple. And that is to put each and every insect that has the audacity to stand in front of me in his place and rule over this planet and maybe even go beyond it to the universe. Huh? The emperor of the universe, Naruto Uzumaki, that does, you can say, has a sound to it. Wouldn't you agree? At this, you can say Kakashi's eyes narrowed a little bit, but he simply scoffed at it. The lame dreams of this demon are really something else, as he simply scoffed at it inside, while outside he said, well, do that good dreams. Alright then, you guys are not genius exactly. You still have to pass my test. As Sasuke Uchiha, who was watching Naruto with her Sharingan activated, were pretty surprised to hear that he believed each and every word that he had just said, but maybe he was really a fool. As she started to wonder about it, but simply shook her head as she looked towards Kakashi, who had just said that what he wanted to. So, tomorrow, you guys are gonna have a small test of mine to see if you guys are truly ready to be the genius of my team. So therefore, a piece of advice, do not eat tomorrow. You might puke. So meet me at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. And with that, he sent away. While on the other hand, Sasuke stood up. He needed to trade even further to impress his father and surpass Itachi and Satsuki. And you can say, hopefully, evolve his Sharingan as well. And with that, he also started to walk away while Satsuki looked towards the place where Naruto was, and to her surprise, no one was there. As she gritted her teeth, she has to figure out how he does that because she does not want to believe that that was pure speed. Even she was able to see Kakashi move with his Sun Twin with a Sharingan, but with Naruto, he was always like blink away. While on the other hand, you can say we are gonna have a small time skip, and now you can say all the members of the Team 7 were now present as Naruto has just arrived. As he started to meditate, ignoring both Sasuke and Sasuke, as after some time Kakashi also appeared. Well, 3 hours late, obviously, as Kakashi was still trying to find the culprit for whoever has done something like this, destroying the, you can say, the tablet was pretty bad in his eyes, and he will find whoever has done it, but he was unable to do that, and now he has a small wrinkles in his eyes. He was, you can say, searching all night around for the culprit, but he was unable to find them. But now he was standing in front of his, hopefully, you can say, future team as he looked towards them. Alright then, it seems that all of you have arrived. Now then, let us start the match. As he brought out 2 bells and explained the rules to all of them. And finally, as Kakashi decided to show them the bells, and finally, you can say all of them look towards each other. As you can say, both Sasuke and Suzuki look towards each other and nodded, while on the other hand, you can say they look towards Naruto, even though they knows that Naruto is stronger than both of them. But still, if they work together, they will be able to get the bells, and then Naruto has to go back to the academy. It actually works for them. It was only a small part of Sasuke, which was actually, you can say, sad about it. Well, not sad, more like disappointed, but she simply shook her head. What was she thinking? As she looked towards Kakashi with determination in her eyes, she will get those bats. As Kakashi, I smiled at that as he said, alright then. So, let us begin the test. Begin. After saying that, both Sasuke and Sasuke vanishes into the trees. As Kakashi, I smiled at that. He was actually looking forward to train both, you can say, Sasuke and Sasuke. Well, she would have preferred Menma and Naruto and maybe Sasuke in it. But you can say this was the team given to him, so he will train both Sasuke and Sasuke to best of his abilities, while on the other hand he has a mission to keep an eye on Naruto and you can say report his progress and try not to teach him anything more dangerous or you can say useful for Naruto in the future. So Talking about the demon, where was he? As he was now looking around, as he finally his eyes met with Naruto's, which were closed at the moment. As Kakashi raised an eyebrow, are you not gonna hide? I know that your skills are not that good. The only thing you're good at from the academy reports is taijutsu. But do you honestly believe that you're powerful enough to take someone like me? As Naruto finally opened his eyes and then a smirk came to his face. Well, it is not that. I was just thinking that how much power should I use to not kill you accidentally, of course. And I have figured out maybe 0.5% of my power should be more than enough to handle someone like you. As Kakashi gritted his teeth inwardly but did not say anything outwardly. Arrogant bunch you are. But do not worry, I will be able to handle your power. So bring it on. Show me what you truly got. As Naruto simply gave him a smile while on the other hand Sasuke has his Sharingan activated wanted to see what kind of techniques Naruto used to increase his speed and power that much because there has to be a secret. Sasuke trains as much as the other guy, even further. Hell, he even trains when his older brother was resting and yet he was unable to see anything even with his Sharingan when Naruto moves. So he has to copy this technique. If he bring it to his father would be proud of him and this will be a benefit for the Uchihas. So he has to copy this technique no matter what. While on the other hand, Sasuke also believed in the same manner, but she did not care about the approval of her father. After all, whatever technique Naruto used, it does not have hand signs, so therefore she cannot copy it. But if she can understand it, she may try to replicate it. As while on the other hand, Kakashi looked towards Naruto. So, are you not? But before he could complete his sentence, Naruto was in front of him within a blink of an eye. As Kakashi moved his hand to grab Naruto's face, and that was a mistake. As Kakashi grit out, let out, you can say, a scream of pain, but he was able to stop himself. His hand, it was broken with a single punch. As Naruto gave a smirk to Kakashi, who has finally decided to put off his Aikaika book as he tried to retaliate against Naruto, trying to push him away with his other hand, but Naruto grabbed his hand and twisted it in such a manner that he was now behind Kakashi as Kakashi's eyes widened when a kick slammed into his back, but he was able to use substitution jutsu at the last second. As he gritted his teeth, his hand was broken now. He cannot use ninjutsu. So he has to use his other techniques as he gritted his teeth as he lunged towards Naruto with a kunai in his hand. Started to use Jonin level speed, but to his surprise, Naruto also started to move at the same speed and now they were clashing with each other as Kakashi was gritting his teeth with pain. But he was also trying to keep up with Naruto and decided to heal his body with a soldier pin as well as you can say whatever ninjutsu, healing ninjutsu he knew, and now he can feel sensation in his hand, just enough for him to perform jutsus as he started to go through hand signs. Fire style, great fireball jutsu as a gigantic fireball, much greater than Sasuke's or Sasuke rushed towards Naruto as Naruto smirked towards it as he jumped over it, and just like that, his hand started to glow, and Naruto clapped his hand together as a shockwave erupted from his hands as Kakashi's eyes widened as he tried to run away, but it was too late as he destroyed all the ground that was around them. As Kakashi was also hit by the shockwave, even with the Sanjuin Jutsu, as he was slammed into several trees. As Kakashi gritted his teeth and started to stood up and started to go through hand sign. It is over. He's not gonna get humiliated by that demon. So he started to use more of his power. Raikiri as he rushed towards Naruto with Chidori in his hand, as Naruto smirked towards Kakashi and let his guard down, while on the other hand Sasuke was wondering what kind of technique it is. It is a powerful one. While on the other hand Sasuke's eyes widened. That was a assassination jutsu, so therefore too dangerous to use in a spar like this, as she was about to scream for Naruto to dodge or run away. But to her surprise, Naruto's body started to glow pink for some reason, and just like that, Naruto's hand lashed out to the, you can say, extended hand of Kakashi as Kakashi's eyes widened and he let out a scream of pure pain and agony when his jutsu was, you can say, destabilized by Naruto's grabbing hand. from the place where the technique was present. Why was not Naruto hurting with lightning present all over it? But the lightning started to, you can say, surge through Kakashi's body as he was screaming in pure pain and agony. As Naruto brought Kakashi in front of him, who was almost, you can say, unconscious at this point. Well then, I had expected more from you, but then again, in the end of the day, you are nothing but an insect. And just like that, Naruto slapped Kakashi so hard on his face that Kakashi puked up two of his teeth. As he was, you can say, at this point on the verge of unconsciousness, it was only, you can say, his willpower that was keeping him conscious. As Naruto smirked towards Kakashi, well, Kakashi, you have served your purpose, but it is time for me to initiate my plans for the future. And just like that, Naruto started to walk away as Kakashi wanted to stop him, but Naruto threw both of the bells towards both Sasuke and Sasuke. So, which means that I pass. As Kakashi gritted his teeth, but he had nothing to say other than that. Yeah, you pass, you damn demon, as he screamed out at the top of his lung, and that was the last words he spoke before he got unconscious. As Naruto started to laugh, it was time, it was damn time for him to start his plans. As it was enough that these people had the audacity to look down upon him. He was no fool, he was no child, he was their superior, and he will, you can say, prove it to all of them today. So, just like that, he vanishes, and now we can see in a council room as all the clan heads, the civilian council, the elder council were present as third Hokage entered into the room and took his seat as he looked around. Well, what is this meeting is all about and why was it called so urgently? At this, many of the council members started to look towards each other wondering who was the one who called this meeting. The only thing they got was nothing but a summon to the council meeting. So they were present here, but before someone can say anything, suddenly the doors of the council room slammed open, and to many of surprise, one figure was walking inside, as it was none other than Naruto Uzumaki. At this, you can say Koharu's eyes narrowed. Why are you here, Janin? As she scoffed at it. After all, Naruto has passed. There was no doubt about it. They have already planned it. They cannot have the Jinchuriki fail to begin with. But as Naruto looked towards all of them, well, I am here because it is time for me to take over. At this, you can say several of the eyes narrowed at it. No one noticed a small smile smirk that came to Danzo's face as Naruto looked towards, you can say, Hokage. By the laws of Konoha, Article 6, Section 5, as a shinobi of this village, I hereby, you can say, challenge Hokage, third Hokage, Hiruzen Sarutobi for the title of the leader of this village. At this, everyone's eyes widened as there was dead silence in the whole room. As third Hokage's eyes widened, he couldn't believe the words that were coming out of this brat. How dare he to say something like this to him? But he was in the presence of the council, so therefore such a thing cannot be rejected even though it has never happened before. But it was the law of Konoha and therefore cannot be rejected. At this, you can say the whole council erupted into, you could say, uproar and chaos as Tadukage was wondering what is going on here. Was Naruto really confident that he could take him on? He was the god of shinobi. Even though he was not as powerful as Hashirama Senju, but still he was powerful enough to take down anyone, even the current cages of the other villages. As his eyes narrowed towards Naruto, as Naruto had a smirk on his face, and just like that, a aura erupted from his body as everyone's eyes widened. The pressure they were feeling, while on the other hand, the Jonis and the clan heads were wondering what kind of chakra is this? This was simply too powerful. And just like that, their killing intent vanished, and the pressure, the domination of Naruto was spread across the council as Naruto looked towards each and every one dead in the eye. So, Hokage, are you gonna accept my challenge? Because I would like to tell you, you have no other choice. As Hiruzen's eyes narrowed as he spoke up, you know the consequences if you were to lose. Because if you were to lose, you would be executed for challenging your lord. As Naruto scoffed at it, me losing. Huh. Keep dreaming, old man. You're already half in the grave to begin with. So, are you not gonna accept it? As third Hokage's eyes narrowed, he has to do something. The plans of Minato did not include something like this, but he was still the Hokage. He cannot have his position and his reputation be risked in such a manner. So he gritted his teeth. It was time for him to prove to the world that he was still powerful enough. As he glared towards Naruto, alright, Brad, I accept your challenge. But remember this, if you were to lose, you would become a slave to me and my clan for the rest of your life. As Hiruzen had anger in his eyes, as Naruto started to laugh. Ha, I accept your challenge and your condition, so bring it on. At this, you can say Danzo had a smirk on his face. There was no doubt in his mind that his lord Naruto is gonna win it, and Hiruzen's time was up. He was not even thinking clearly, and just like that, the whole council had no other thing you can say other option to accept it as well. And just like that, the news spread like wildfire across, you can say, Konoha, as many of the shinobis was literally shocked to hear something like this. How is this even possible? They have not even heard about something like this being a law, but they were pretty shocked to see that it was a genin who has challenged the Hokage for the title. And not only that, it was approved by the council and the Hokage as well. But when they heard that it was Naruto Uzumaki, they simply started to laugh at it and smirk inwardly, thinking that Lord Hokage will defeat him, and by the law, he would even become a slave to Konoha. Or he would become, you can say, he would be executed. So, people of Konoha were more than happy with the news to begin with. While on the other hand, none of them, not a single person present in Konoha thought that Naruto could actually win, as after some time Kakashi was now standing in front of Third Hokage and has just given his report. As Third Hokage looked towards him, have you heard the news, Kakashi? As Kakashi nodded at that, well, my lord, Naruto may be powerful. He was able to catch me off guard. I do not know what kind of technique he used, but he was able to use my Chidori against me and even broke my teeth to begin with. So he's physically strong, my lord. So you must be careful with him. As Hiruzen nodded at it, it doesn't matter. He has all the information about Naruto. So he's gonna use that information. The only thing Naruto is good at is taijutsu and immense strength. He does not know how is this possible, but that chakra must be, you can say, responsible for it. They're that kind of strange and powerful chakra. He has never felt something like this. But it doesn't matter to him. He has his own techniques and he will use ninjutsu from long distance and therefore being able to overwhelm Naruto quickly enough and take him down as he nodded at his thoughts, while on the other hand you can say Naruto was now standing on top of the Hokage monument. When he will become Hokage, he will, you can say, take down the other faces. After all, he is the only leader this world needs. So therefore, the others are not needed. He will even, you can say, blow them off himself as he started to laugh as he thought. But hey guys, here I will left this part. Hopefully you guys will like it. In the next part, if you guys have some suggestions about it, do tell me in the comment section. I will think about it, and if I like it, then I will even implement it into the story. So do tell me in the comment section. And yeah guys, watch the stories I upload on my other channels as well. The link is in the description below. So please watch it, like it, subscribe it, and make comments on it. So yeah guys, see you soon. Peace.